Alright, in this video, I'm going to go over 6.2 homework, question number 15. It says, use the standard normal distribution or T distribution. Okay, I'll open up the T distribution real quick then. Actually, you know what? Before I open up the T calculator, what are we trying to do here? We're trying to construct 95% confidence interval for population mean. Okay, so I'll send the data to StatCrunch. I will open up tstat. Okay, so over here, I sent all the numbers here. I'll go ahead and click on stat and I'll go to tstat because they already told us which distribution to use. Oh, actually, you know what? They didn't. They said, you see, they said either normal distribution or the T distribution, right? So the question is, should we go with Z-stat or T-stat? And as you know, this depends on whether this problem already gave us what population standard deviation is. If they gave you what population standard deviation is, you're going to use Z-stat. If they didn't give you population standard deviation, then you have to go with T-stat. Let's see. Justify your decision. If neither distribution can be used, explain why. Interpret the result. In a recent season, the population standard deviation of the yard per carry for all running backs was 1.24. You see what they just gave you? They just, they gave you the population standard deviation. We're going to use normal distribution or Z-stat because they gave you this number. The yards per carry of 25 randomly selected running backs are shown below. Assume the yards per carry are normally distributed. Go ahead and click on use normal distribution because population standard deviation is known and the data actually, you know what, hold on a second. The sample size is smaller than 30, but because the sample size was only 25, but the very last sentence, they said, assume the yards per carry are normally distributed. So that's giving us we can use this. Use the standard normal distribution or I'll go ahead and click on C. We can use the normal distribution because they just gave us that population standard deviation. So we're going to go with Z-stat. So I'll show you, okay? So let me close a couple old browsers. They make these wording parts so confusing, huh? All right, so I'm going to go to stat, Z-stat, one sample, and we have data actually typed up this time, right? And then tell them that all the numbers are saved in the first column, variable 1. Standard deviation, they gave this to us as what? 1.24, so type that in. And what we want is we want a confidence interval for 95%. Compute, ta-da! So the confidence interval is from 4.15 to 5.12. 4.15 to 5.12. That's how you can create the confidence interval. So if we are interpreting this, we can say I am 95% confident, or with 95% confidence, it can be said that the population mean yard per carry is between these two numbers, and that's how you would do this problem.